Yeah. Turn me up, then the tables and turn. Hold up, check me out. I think the tables and turn. Forget the bridge we done built, this time I let them all burn. They try to kill me.
Tonight, from FedEx Field in Landover, Maryland, it's a special prime time edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Fitzpatrick and the Washington football team taking on Daniel Jones and the New York Giants.
We are just inside the Beltway, about 10 miles east of the Capitol Dome as we come to you from FedEx Field here in Landover. The enthusiasm for football here on the East Coast always in the air. These folks are ready as their guys get set to match up with the New York Giants. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we look at this Washington team as they interplay here. They come in off a loss in the season opener, which doubled as the home opener.
And when you lose that way, at home, season opener, it almost feels like two losses. So it's a big fight to get yourselves ready to go to play the next week.
On the other side of the field for the visiting Giants, they too were losers last week, so they're also hoping to get back in the win column.
Something's got to give in this one, right? Both teams want to start a new streak, and they both want it to be a victory. This should be a fun one.
The Washington offense about ready to go to work, and a quarterback in his 17th season now in the NFL, piloting his 9th different franchise. It's Ryan Fitzpatrick.
And he comes off a tough opening matchup. Threw way too many interceptions in that game. Definitely not the way you want to kick off a new season. So he said to himself, I've got to throw that game out. I'm going to get a fresh start right here in week 2.
They'll run for the first time with Antonio Gibson. And he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now. Fitzpatrick now. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. And they're able to get this one across the 35. They give him 16 yards there, and it's a Washington first down.
Very good as a rookie. Terry McLaurin was even better in 2020. 87 catches for over 1,100 yards. He is definitely wide receiver 1 for the Washington football team.
Steps away to his left. He'll air this one out deep for Sims. And this is dropped. Oh, boy. A chance for a big play early, but he could not secure it. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. They run the toss now with Gibson. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. And after getting tackled, he's still down and looking very slow to get up. They have 5 in the secondary now for the Giants on 3rd down. While the trainers take a look, they'll step aside. Looking long for Thomas. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by James Bradbury. And he'll bring it all the way back, just a yard or 2 shy of midfield. The Giants ready to go to work on offense, and leading them out, their 3rd-year quarterback from Duke, Daniel Jones.
And he was terrific in the opener, threw 3 touchdown passes, and make no mistake about it, he was eager to get right back out and do it again. So I think we'll see him try to test the secondary quite a bit as this game goes on.
By Barkley, going to go backwards as he's going to lose right around 3 yards here.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
Give them 4 on the carry there, but that only takes them back to where they started. 3rd and 10. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And the throw there going to be incomplete. The coverage good that time by Kendall Fuller. 4th down, so on is the punter, Riley Dixon. Greg Stroman back deep for Washington. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. And great special teams work here. This is knocking on the door of the 5. They'll spot it at the 6-yard line.
Absolutely love the flexibility of these punters. Their leg drive, able to get it way up in the air, and that allows their punt team to get down there and down it inside the 10 because they've had some time.
And he's up past the 10 to about the 12. That'll be a pickup of 5 on the keeper. It's 2nd down. But Charles, for this offense, we take a look at the draft class here. They were looking for a playmaker, and they found one on the outside.
And the way teams are throwing the football nowadays, you can't afford to skip at the wide receiver position. I know that the slot guy is getting more attention now, but that guy on the perimeter, he makes you go.
Antonio Gibson, the intended target, and it's 3rd and short. They'll run with Gibson. And able to get this one out just shy of the 25 at the 24. It's a 1st down for Washington on a pickup of 11.
Antonio Gibson is an absolute dart with the ball in his hands, and he can make you miss, and he can run over you. Took a little while to crack the starting lineup as a rookie, but boy, was he sensational when he did. Went for 115 yards and 3 scores in a Thanksgiving Day clobbering of the Dallas Cowboys. And Washington, they feel like they had a real find when they took him in the 3rd round last year, number 66 overall, and he justified their decision.
They lulled them to sleep there, so to speak. That was all set up by the running game, wasn't it?
Another example of what all offensive coordinators tell us. When the running game's operating, it really opens up the playbook, and that's when they hit them with the play action. And you can see the defenders rushing towards the line of scrimmage, then scrambling back, trying to cover. Couldn't get there in time.
Well scripted. They had the big running play, now the big passing play. And he completes this one to Terry McLaurin. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. J.D. McKissick, his first touchdown of the new season. And Washington has taken a 1st quarter lead. So it was the passing game that got him down here, but closer to the goal line, it's the running game that gets him home.
Certainly appears that they lulled the defense into thinking that the passing game was going to be it the entire drive. Nice change up there going to the running game to get him over the goal line.
Dustin Hopkins on now to add the extra point. It's good, and Washington will take a 7-0 lead. So that drives 7 plays in length, and it results in a 4-yard touchdown run. Washington kick team back out there now as they will send this one away. Here's Dante Pettis on the return. Oh, good return up past the 30. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. So the Giants getting the football back here for their 2nd drive. Losers in the season opener on Sunday. They get that quick turnaround 96 hours later. Here we go. They're back at it. And I've got to think, especially early in the year, that's a good thing for these guys, is it not?
It absolutely is, and we've seen it many times demonstrated over the years. Teams have a rough opening game, have to play the Thursday game. That quick turnaround allows them to go ahead and throw the other game out, focus on the new one, and typically they play much better in game 2, so I would agree with you totally on that.
And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1? Now Jones. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. That one goes for 30 yards. For an offense that has not found the end zone yet, that's a big play.
There's the spark right there. The big play that they needed. Now they've got to go ahead and finish this drive and put this ball in the end zone.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Throwing Jones. Eluding the pressure right. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete. Evan Ingram was the intended target, and now it's 2nd down. Jones with a handoff to Barkley. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. Officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on 3rd down. On the draw, this is Barkley. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. It's a gain of 11 and a giant 1st down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Throwing on 1st down. Jones going for it all. And this is incomplete. Oh, that looked like a sure 6 points. But he could not get that to stick. And that is a golden opportunity wasted there. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Jones looking for the end zone. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And he is all the way up past the 25. They're trying to resurrect his confidence. Last week was a disaster. 5 interceptions in that loss, and another pick there.
I played with a quarterback like this before, and he had a tough game, and the head coach said, I'll take him, I'll fix him. The very next game, he started out the exact same.
He's got a man, complete, 20, touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin, 74 yards. And Washington able to come up with a quick strike touchdown.
Well, this is exactly where I expect teams to take a shot. Right after a turnover, you count on the defense being a little bit jumbled coming out on the field, maybe catch them back on their heels, and that's exactly what they did there. They threw it downfield and really created a big play.
Yeah, you said jumbled. They were the definition of jumbled. Oh, and now they're going to fake it. This is caught out in the right flat.
Let me go ahead and show my age a little bit. I liked it when they would fake it from the 3-yard line, right? When you'd line up, go ahead, and oh, there's a fake, and he's going to get 2. That's great. But from the 15, the risk-reward, it's just not there.
So risky to get 15 yards on a fake. Well, you see the result right there.
Yeah, I know these young whippersnappers are trying to do different things in this game, but let's go back to old reliable. Kick the ball through the post.
Get off my lawn.
That's darn right.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Looking here for Smith downfield. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Coverage that time by Bobby McCain. Here's 2nd and 10. To throw again. Jones. A throw for Galladay is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Bobby McCain. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line. Following the interception here, Fitzpatrick rolling to his right. The 20. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
Oh, a lot of credit to the play caller here. He saw the design in his mind and implemented it. A little zone stretcher here because they started to tight end on the left side of the formation and sent him on a crossing route. And this works really well where you can find that space between levels, and they were able to do so for good yardage.
It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets them up now 1st and goal. So they go pass, now they go run, and 2 plays resulting in really nice pickups.
Certainly sounds like a 50-50 deal, doesn't it? Sounds like great balance. Well, you know what all those coaches have told us over the years, Brandon, that balance is? It means doing what you want to, when you want to. That play call is working very well for them right now.
No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. Fitzpatrick. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete. Credit Julian Love with a pass breakup.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
3rd and goal for Fitzpatrick. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And Washington going to add on to their lead. So after the disappointment in the opening week loss, Charles, this looks like... Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. It's caught inside the 5. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more.
All right, partner, one more time. Our whole lives, you put the ball on the 3-yard line, kick the extra point. 2015, they put it on the 15 to kick the extra point. 2006.
Looking up into the lights, and he muffs it. Returning it, John Ross. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. Now here comes Daniel Jones and the Giants again. Bottom line, he's got to figure things out. He's completed 3 passes, but 2 of them have been to the wrong team so far.
And when we talk about the best quarterbacks, we're usually talking about touchdown to interception ratio, aren't we? And 2 to 1 is acceptable, but the top line guys, 3 to 1 or better is what they're looking for. Now we're talking about interceptions versus completions. That's not a ratio should ever be in any discussion.
1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman and have a look back at our first half, as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. Looking for Shepard deep, and this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there.
Offense.
So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. Here's Riley Dixon now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Nifty move. And they call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. Here's Gibson to start the drive. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. The previous run good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Thomas.
Logan Thomas experienced a breakout season last year at the age of 29. Converted from playing quarterback, he finished 3rd among tight ends with 72 catches, and it certainly looks like his future is utterly bright.
He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A good pickup there, 26 yards. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. On 2nd and 11 now. Fitzpatrick. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
Flush to his right. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. Curtis Samuel, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And Washington able to stretch that lead out even further. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a 2nd one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown score? Looking up into the lights, and he muffs it. And now here's Ross. And he's going to be taken down inside the 10 at about the 8-yard line. focus shifts back to Daniel Jones and company.
In second quarter, they're down big already. He's struggling as well. They've got to find something here. He's got to find something on this drive.
And sometimes you take on all that extra pressure on yourself, and maybe you have to disperse it a little bit. Lean on some other people, lean on your teammates, find someone who can take the pressure off and get the ball in their hands for a while.
Or this, if he doesn't, this is getting out of hand, or it could get worse. Kenny Galladay, the intended receiver. Third down here.
This time they stay on the ground. And they're going to drop him well shy of the first as he can only make it to the 11. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. Here's Riley Dixon now as he's on to punt for New York. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. A 40-yard punt, no return, and control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Middle of the field, he's got McLaurin. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. Final play of the half, Fitzpatrick. He'll air it out deep for Thomas. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in. And just like that, on we head to half number 2. The Giants set to get the football, and they trail here as we get back underway in the second half. In trouble, and the ball's out. It's in the end zone loose. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy, because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. They'll go to Barkley again. And he was very fortunate there to get out of his end zone. He maybe got back to the 2-yard line. No gain that time, and it leaves him with 3rd and 11 coming up. I don't know that you've got a wealth of options here now. 3rd down from your 2.
The question is, how much confidence do you actually have in various aspects of your team? In your defense, in case things go wrong. In your quarterback to take care of the football. Your offensive line to protect him. If you're feeling pretty confident about all of those things, you might take a shot right here.
Here's Riley Dixon now as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. So here's Washington now to take over. They've got the lead here as they begin this drive, trying to get that bad taste out of their mouth from the loss last week to the LA Chargers. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 49. Escaping the pressure right. Slings this deep from McLaurin. Touchdown, Washington! Terry McLaurin, his 3rd touchdown of the season, all coming in this game. And this Washington offense continuing to add to their lead.
You having fun with this one, partner?
I am. I mean, he's been fun to watch under center.
We always talk about, getting to the next level, right? When we see people get into the zone, this guy's in the master class right now. What a performance he's putting on, just carving them up.
4 touchdown passes. Carving him up is right. Seems like everything he throws is going to be a completion and going in the end zone. In trouble, and the ball's out. It's in the end zone loose. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Flushed out right. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. First down for the Giants as they pick up 12. Looking to throw. Jones. And this one nearly picked off. Kind of surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but get away it does, and it's second down. On second down, here's Barkley. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
Here's Jones to throw on 3rd down. Throwing deep for Galladay. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Some boos coming down right now from this home crowd after that call.
Yeah, and that was because of the pass interference call, but for a second there, I thought maybe they'd gotten a look at my appearance as Othello in the high school play.
You were Othello? And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Jonathan Bostic. Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. After the sack on 1st down, Jones. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. He was looking for Evan Ingram, the tight end. And now it's 3rd down. Back to throw. Jones. Eluding the pressure right. Got a man, Slayton. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Jones fakes the give to Barkley. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by the former Giant, Landon Collins. Wow, between last week and this week, that's now 8 interceptions. 5 a week ago, now 3 here.
Well, he is so lucky that one of the defense coordinators I played for, a man named Ken Donahue, is not there right now. Because he saw that happen during his coaching career, and he grabbed a quarterback in the midst of a streak like this and said, tell you what, son, why don't you throw it to the defensive guys, and let's see if our receivers can intercept it.
Well, he's got to figure something out because the current formula is not working. And down he goes. Fitzpatrick sacked. Credit that to the former Georgia Bulldog, Azeez Ojulari getting in there to bring him down. 3rd and long, Fitzpatrick following the sack. What can he and the gang come up with? Slings this deep from McLaurin, and that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
When you look at the scoreboard, you'd think they'd be pretty comfortable right now with this lead, but these guys are absolutely not going to let up. They want to increase their lead, and they want to do it with a big play. Unable to connect in that attempt.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Off the play fake here, Fitzpatrick. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. On 1st and 10, it's Gibson. And he's going to be brought down inside the 45 at the 43. 44 yards rushing for him now to this point. They go play action. Fitzpatrick. This will be caught at Samuel. Touchdown, Washington. Curtis Samuel, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Washington offense just continuing to pour it on. So, Charles, the bad taste from that opening week loss, that's just a memory now. This has been a very strong performance as they score once again.
Yeah, I know it's only week 2, but you're exactly right, because this team felt like they let one get away in the opener. And not only were they determined to not let the same thing happen here, they knew that they had to correct a bunch of things. So everything went wrong in game 1. They took care of business with it in game 2.
And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards. Back on offense, New York gets set to take over.
And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram.
And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. 13 yards, good for a Giant first down. From the gun, Jones. Flush to his right. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down. Under 4 to go now as they come up on second down. Back to throw again. He's going to let this one go deep. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception picked off by the former Giant, Landon Collins. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable 4th quarter lead. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. Play action now, Fitzpatrick. They'll roll him out right. Taking a shot for Samuel. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And all the way down to the 7-yard line. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. They'll run with Gibson. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. It'll be a gain of 5 there as they move closer. It's 2nd and goal. Gibson again. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Washington with the football here as we welcome you back. They've got it 3rd and goal here as they try to finish off their victory. And looking for McLaurin, but this is intercepted. Isaac Yedem picks it. He's at the 50, the 40. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down. Jones now off the play fake. He wants it all for the end zone. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Too many zeros on the stat sheet thus far. No touchdown passes, no points for his team, but he remains undaunted. Still attempting to get his team on the scoreboard, firing the ball downfield.
And now here is another interception. Reuben Foster picks it, and he's able to get it back to right around the 27. Yet another mistake after the interception there. And, gosh, you look up at the scoreboard, they just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys. But being down this big, you also take even more chances. And in this situation, that hasn't paid off for them at all.
On the other sideline, jubilation and laughter. Fitzpatrick here to throw. That's caught by Sims. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And 22 more yards there and another first down.
Well, Barney, nothing but praise from me for this offense. They have been tremendous all night long. They knew what they had to do to unlock the defense. And let's face it, this has been a master class in offensive football that we've been here to witness.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by James Bradbury. And he will be out of bounds here with zeros on the clock as this ball game is over. So a victory here for the Washington football team.
And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah, offense was in fine form. The defense threw the shutout at them. I think they worked in concert together. What I like about the offense was they held the ball pretty well. You know, time of possession, exactly what they were looking for in this one, and that helped out their defense. Didn't have to be out there the entire time. So when you do that and you're out there fresh playing, off a little extra spring in your step, and it showed up in this one.
They had a ton of spring in their step. Impressive victory.
So for Washington, they at least get the win here to earn a split of their first two home games. And now they'll get the weekend off as they get a little extra time to prepare to face the Buffalo Bills. Meanwhile, for the Giants, they'll drop to 0-2.
It's just a little hit for the summer. Big deal.